we are really here. We are doing this live stream. Welcome everyone. Of course, please let me know if you can see me okay, if you can hear me okay. This is my first time live streaming in Colombia, so I think my connection should be all right, but I don't know for sure, so please let me know right off the bat. And just before we get started, I want to say a big thank you to Jim Ross, who donated before this live stream even started. Thank you so much, as always, for your support, Jim. And then I think I see another super chat that just came in here from Arthur Zengel. Thank you so much for your support. Very greatly appreciated. And already we have 147 people in the room here. So that's actually a very good start for the beginning of a live stream. So thank you guys so much for coming out. I had my doubts of whether I was going to, live stream from Colombia just for, safety concerns. But just from my experience the last 5 days being here in Cartagena and the areas that we're going to stay in, I think we should be okay, or at least that's my hope. So welcome you guys. I'm going to give you many more details about where we are in just a second, but I'm actually in a place where there's so many people walking by, so I'm just gonna flip the camera and we're just gonna walk a little ways out of here just so it's a little bit more quiet. I'm starting in a very beautiful artistic part of town that I am actually staying in myself. It is called Gethsemane. It is a very boho, artistic, creative sort of place. There's lots of really cool hostels and boutique hotels in this area. Lots of cool restaurants and bars. So this is supposed to be one of the safest areas of the city, while still being pretty laid back, which is why I decided to stay here. So now that I'm not in a crowd of people, you guys probably didn't see that before. Quickly just want to say thank you so much to my lovely friend Svetlana. Merry Christmas. Thank you for everything you show us. My pleasure, lovely. I hope you're doing well, and a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you as well. And I just want to shout out all of you guys, but I can't name everybody, but thank you so much to David for coming out. Thank you to Maureen from Chile, London. Thank you for coming out. Thank you to John, ¿cómo estás hoy? Bueno, thank you. Thank you to Michael for coming out. Martin B from the UK as well. Thank you so much for coming out. Dolores, thank you for coming out. Doug Yadden, as always. Thank you, Doug, for coming out. Let me know in the comments, guys, where you are from and what time it is, as always. I always find that fascinating because I don't think I've ever done a live stream at this point in the day. Like, this is 3:30 local time, but it's the same time zone as Toronto and New York. So I don't think I've ever done one at this hour before. So let me know if this is okay for everybody, because we'll see going forward here in Colombia what time I decide to go with. Oh my goodness. Doug Yadden, thank you so much for the very generous super chat. That is so sweet of you. Finally able to join another stream from the start. Looking healthy and happy, Alina. Thank you so much, Doug. Donated to my channel, so thank you. I truly appreciate it, and it will all be going into the business. Eric, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for all the videos and work you do to make them. Thank you so much. It is my pleasure. I'm actually going to be having a lot more videos come out in the next few weeks than just one a week, so I hope you guys are excited. I've been doing a lot of editing in the last while. Oh wow. Yeah, so for North America, I get the feeling that it's probably an okay time on the weekends. It's just for Europe that I was Not sure if it's a good time because it's fairly late, and then for Asia it's super early. But I know the majority of my viewers are North American, so I'll try and kind of figure out a time that works for everybody. But I just wanted to do 3:30 because it's just after the heat wave. Like, if you guys see me just sweating buckets, don't worry about it. That is how it is every day, but it's just slightly better after 3 o'clock. And then, you know, it still gives us at least like 3 hours before the sun begins to set. So that's kind of why I chose this time, because even starting at like 10 or 11, that's gonna hit everything. It is hot. It is very hot to just walk around live streaming. My phone might even overheat at that time. So that's why I chose 3:30. But let me just flip the camera here for you guys as we keep walking through this beautiful artistic district of Gethsemane. I absolutely love how colorful they've made this area, and there's lots of art galleries that display their work literally like on the outside of things. There's lots of beautiful murals that have been painted in this area, so I wanted to start here before we get to kind of the main tourist center of Cartagena, which is the walled city. We will be going there. So just a question that I see popping up here. Oh no, did I miss a super chat? Let me know, guys. If I miss any super chats, please let me know, because sometimes it goes so quick. I see one from Omar. Oh, sorry about that. I did not see that come up. Omar Sefian, thank you so much for the super chat. What's the deal with the Rona restrictions in Colombia? Is it unbearable or life is good? Great question. So when I came here basically 3 weeks ago now, you did not need anything to get in. You just had to fill out an online form 24 hours before your arrival into the country, as long as obviously, you know, you didn't need a visa or something to get in. Canadians can come for 30 days. I'm just gonna stop here because there's an area up here that I want to show you guys. So I didn't need anything to get in, but now, literally just this past week, they made the rule that everybody needs to be vaccinated, in the sense of having at least one shot. And if you only have one shot, then you also have to get a PCR test. If you're fully vaccinated, then you just need that and the online form that I mentioned. As far as restrictions when you're actually here, they do have the rule that you have to show your vaccine certificate to eat at restaurants or to go to any kind of events. But to be honest, I've been asked for that in a restaurant maybe 1 out of 4 times. Like, most places don't even ask. So you still pretty much need to be fully vaccinated, or at least have one shot to enter here. So it has changed. And the other unexpected thing that, you know, personally I don't really see the point of unless you're in a super crowded place, is that a lot of people, the majority of people, are wearing masks even outside. You know, each to their own, but you know, they're not going to force you to do that. Like, you know, lots of, you know, police or whatever, you know, aren't going to stop you or something if you're not wearing a mask outside. I haven't had any issues with that, but inside, obviously, you absolutely have to be wearing a mask. So I hope that answers your question. That is the current situation here in Colombia. So let me just, oh, Nathalie, thank you so much, lovely. Buenas tardes, Alina. I hope you have a good time in Colombia. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Thank you so much, lovely. Happy holidays to you as well. I definitely, you know, as much as I love being in the heat, there is something, you know, that feels more Christmassy about being in a country like Canada over Christmas. So you gotta weigh the options of, you know, which works better for you and which time. But I do miss Canada a little bit. But I hope you're doing good, lovely. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, let me flip the camera here and I'll show you just this little section of the area that I discovered just today. Like, I thought I had kind of walked all over this area when I filmed my video yesterday, but I missed this street, and I think this mural is absolutely beautiful. Like, I don't know how they get that kind of like precision and shading with, you know, spray paint. I assume it's spray paint. So I think the artists that have you know, created murals in this area are so incredibly talented. It's such a beautiful area. But this street that I'm on right now is Carrera 10, I believe. I'm still kind of learning their whole system of how they like name streets. It's usually Calle or Carrera, depending on the way that you're going. But like, how cute is this? Oranges, yellows, blues, and greens. There's a really cool bar up here as well that I'll show you guys. So a lot of people I saw in the comments here were asking, of course, about the safety. And it's hard, guys. Like, it's hard to give just, you know, one answer on this subject because it depends on so many factors. How cool is that? So for me personally, actually, let me just show you guys this area and then I'll answer this question, because this is some really cool murals in this area. So yeah, this is the Gethsemane bar, and we're actually gonna go down this street over here. Cute little umbrella street here. Okay, so let me answer the safety question. So without a doubt, Colombia is a country that I think you should, whether anything happens or not, you know, take some extra precautions, which I will be doing a whole, you know, video on as I spend more time here, the things that I think, you know, have helped me. But, you know, I never carry too much money on me at a time. I split it up into different places so that if I got robbed, you know, and I give my wallet, I still have money on me. And I never, you know, carry my passport either with me. Oh, this is so cute. Look at this. So cute. This is so cute. So cute. Such a happy place. I love it. So, you know, like, just do certain things that, you know, the most common bad thing that could happen is maybe, you know, you get robbed or whatever, and so you just hand over your stuff. You know, what else are you gonna do? You're not gonna, you know, risk your life over your wallet or your cell phone or something like that. But even with that, you know, in the area, thank you to Oded Kedem, very colorfully beautiful. I'm my most fave travel YouTuber, Alina. Keep up the good work. Thank you. So sweet of you. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I just want to say I haven't gotten, you know, the sense that, you know, people are out to get me or something like that, or I have to be like scared or on guard. Like, of course, you just stay in the areas that are more common for tourists or that are more, you know, affluent or higher end. And especially here in Cartagena, where the majority of, you know, the money that is made for the city is through tourists, I think people are less likely to make tourists afraid of coming here. So of course there's probably some, you know, places in Colombia that wouldn't be safe for tourists, and, you know, there's certain areas of big cities like Bogota that I absolutely would not go. I would not live stream in. To be honest, I kind of felt apprehensive live streaming in Bogota, even in the, you know, safe areas. But here in Cartagena, after being here for about 4 or 5 days, I was like, you know, I think it'll be okay. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I still have a cell phone by the end of this live stream. I really hope so. But, you know, it's just a risk you have to be okay with and mitigate it as much as you can. But as far as general safety, Colombia has been better than I expected so far. I don't want to speak too soon, but if you take certain kind of precautions, I don't think it should be, you know, that much worse than, you know, other, you know, big city places that you visit. So I hope that answers that question. So this is so beautiful. I did not want you guys to miss out on this beautiful artwork. Absolutely gorgeous. And I love how, like, you know, the trees and the vines are just, you know, intertwined with the buildings here. It's really cool. Oh, we got somebody who's playing something. Oh, dominoes. That's cool. I don't even know what they're doing there. That's an aggressive game of dominoes. I love it. All right. So let's keep going here. There's actually a little plaza coming up here that's really cool that lots of people just kind of watch the day go by in. Great place to people watch. It's called Plaza de Trinidad. We're still here in Gethsemane. Oh, did I miss a super chat from the lovely Jim and Harriet? Yes, I did. Thank you, guys. What other cities will you be visiting? Greetings from Harriet and Jim. Richmond, love your hat. Thank you. So I'm still deciding exactly where I'm gonna go in Colombia, but for sure I'm going to the Rosario Islands over Christmas. I'm going to Santa Marta, which is supposed to be a really popular, beautiful city. I'm gonna go to, I think it's called Minca, which is kind of more in the jungle-ish, rainforest kind of area. I'm gonna stay in a really cool resort, and Medellin for sure. There's still like basically a month that's unaccounted for so far, but those are the ones that for sure at this point I think I'm going to go to. So thank you guys for the super chat. And then I missed one from 2O Legend. Thank you so much for the super chat. Very kind of you. Thank you. Plaza in the square that I was talking about. This is Plaza de Trinidad. So as I said, lots of people just hang out here. You can get some nice empanadas over there. And there is a beautiful church that is in this square as well. Very beautiful. And if I remember reading correctly, these statues have to do with the fact that it was in these kinds of like city squares where like Colombia really gained its independence, you know, from the Spanish. I'll actually give you guys more about the history of the city as we get into the walled city, but I just thought these sculptures were really well done, and this square itself has obviously, you know, been a meeting place for Colombians for a very long time, so I wanted to show you guys it. Look how beautiful that building is, right? Like, I just love the effort and color that they've used to make this place so lively looking. And hard to believe that it is what's today? December 19th. We are 6 days from Christmas and it is plus 30. I love it. For some reason I thought that I had never been in a tropical destination over Christmas, but I realized that I forgot that one year I was in Cuba by myself as well. And I spent Christmas and New Year's there and actually had a really great time. I think I was in Havana over Christmas, so this is technically my second Christmas in the tropics. Got some more beautiful artwork here. Oh, and I think I missed a super chat. I will get to that in just a second here. I'm just gonna give you guys a little view of the beautiful artwork, and then we're actually going to backtrack a bit because we're going to go down another street to continue our journey. I think this one is super cool, very unique. Got a lot going on there too. Very cool. All right, I believe I missed a super chat from Alan K. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Alina. Thank you so much, Alan. Likewise to you, and Merry Christmas early, everybody. I will probably put out a post, obviously, on the day and stuff, but if you don't see it, Merry early Christmas. And I might actually, we'll see how things go. We'll see how my connection is. I might do a live stream from a tropical island, from the Rosario Islands, on Boxing Day on the 26th. So keep an eye out for that. Oh, thank you so much to George in Colombian currency. Thank you so much. Am I going to be able to understand this? Alina, por favor, saludamos en español. Saludos desde de la frontera con Venezuela. I'm going to say it wrong. Cúcuta, Colombia. I have been trying to learn, more Spanish, but unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure what that says. But thank you so much, George. Greatly appreciate it. If anybody could translate that for me, I would be very much appreciated. But thank you so much, George. So I'm gonna flip the camera here, guys. I love this street. I for sure wanted to take you down this little alley because there are so many talented artists that display their work here. It's actually a really cool cafe down here as well, and it's nice with these vines that you actually get some shade, so another great area to get away from the heat during the day. Oh, I like this street. Beautiful art. Oh, thank you for the translation from George from HR777. Alina, please say hello in Spanish. Oh, buenas tardes. Yeah, good day. Greetings from the border with Venezuela, Cúcuta, Colombia. Very cool. Thank you so much for that. Oh, actually, I'm still sweating. I just feel the sweat just soaking through my back. Oh. It's takes a while to get used to. I rarely spend a lot of time in tropical places, so I know that if you get used to it, it probably doesn't bother a person as much. But if I was sweating this much in Canada, I'd be like, this is unbearable, something's wrong. But it's just a way of life here. Hub of Michael. Michael asks, Alina asks if the paintings are for sale. Yes, they are. All the ones with the canvases there are. Yeah, they're all for sale. So this would be an amazing place to get some local art and really unique kind of stuff. So this would be an amazing place for anybody who's looking to buy some art. But hope you guys are doing good, Michael and Alona. Hope you're doing great over the holidays. Daryl asks, are you glad to be back at sea level? Yes, I am. Actually, on that note, I can't even tell you guys that even after 2 weeks of being in Bogota, it was still hard. Everything just feels like it takes much more effort, and you feel like you're breathing so heavy just to walk up a slight incline or something like that. It's a totally different experience to be at that high elevation. Bogota's 2,600 meters basically. It's very high up for a city. Reminded me of my days in Nepal, so it feels much better to basically be at 2 meters elevation that Cartagena is at. So we are on a main street right now, and we are going to keep going this way towards the walled city. Taxis everywhere, as you guys can see. But this is still Gethsemane from my understanding. That's a super popular hostel, Alina. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. They have like locations all over the world. I thought about staying there, but the place I chose I think is better and costs less. It will be in my video. I just don't want to say, you know, where I'm staying right now, since I am still technically there for safety reasons. But that is a good hostel, and they have locations all over the city. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat to Michael. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Be safe, and you are very beautiful, Alina. Thank you so much, Michael. That is very sweet of you, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas as well. We got a party going on in here as well. I'm just gonna flip as we go through this narrow alleyway. It'll open up once we get on the secondary street. The walled city is actually it's less than like a 10-minute walk actually from Gethsemane. So the walled city is amazing to stay in. I might, you know, really recommend just staying there if you want to be really in the midst of everything. But if you did stay in Gethsemane, you are, you know, still like a 10-minute walk from the walled city, so they're really not that far apart. If you wanted to stay in the area where the beaches are in Cartagena, that area is called Boca Grande, and that's a ways away. I've been basically walking everywhere, and it's about a 30 to 40 minute walk to the public beaches in the city. So if you wanted a beach vacation in this city, that's where you would stay. But personally, I really like these areas because it's super lively, it's really colorful, all the best restaurants and, like, you know, clubs and all that kind of stuff is here. So since the best beaches in this area are actually the islands, I figured that let me stay in like the center of the city, you know, during this part of my trip. And then when I go to the Rosario Islands, that'll kind of be my beach vacation, so to say. So just my personal take on it. Let me flip the camera here. This is actually a convention center. This is one of the most like fancy, you know, places that they have here in the city. There's like guards with guns around it 24/7. I haven't been inside of it, but it's supposed to be like super beautiful and unique. So if there's any kind of events going on when you're here, that might actually be worth it to do that. Just thinking where we should cross here. I think we'll go down this middle part here. There's a nice park just across the way as well. Let's see here. There's no lights here, so you really just gotta go across the street when you think it's fairly safe, like right now. Let's see here. Let's just go for it. All right, there we go. All right, can you guys see in front that there's that yellow clock tower just up ahead? That is the beginning of the walled city. And then we got some Christmas decorations here. It's actually really fun at night, like everything is all so cute. So cute. Yeah, during the nighttime, or at least when I was here a couple nights ago, it was so lively. Everybody was having so much fun. So really great place to actually spend Christmas, I think. I'm looking forward to being on the islands when that happens. О, спасибо большое, Евгений. Алина, пусть будет счастливый новогодний праздник у тебя. Спасибо, Евгений, вам тоже всего хорошего и с Новым годом, с новым счастьем. Спасибо. Just feel the sun is so hot. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see from here, but that is the water right there, and there are ships right there, because if you walk along this kind of street or whatever, this is actually where you can board boats to some of the different islands or take like a boat cruise and stuff. So we're not going to go there today, but just so you guys know, that is like kind of the main docking place. If you wanted to do an island day trip or something like that, that's where you would go. There's people that will come up to you literally like every 5 minutes if you're walking around that area and ask you if you want to go on a boat ride with them. So there's no shortage of that. More fun decorations here. And what's so great is, I don't know if you guys can see the guy kind of up ahead, the fruit sellers here. I have been eating so much mango every single day. It is just so delicious, and it's like $1 for a cup or something, and highly recommend when you are here to just eat all the delicious fruits. Even like over here, it's like bananas, grapes, all kinds of exotic fruits that would cost a lot of money in Canada. Well, missed a super chat from Jim and Harriet. Thank you once again. Are you enjoying the food? Any favorites yet? Oh, absolutely. There's so much good food here. I don't know if I could actually pick an absolute favorite, but ajiaco was something that I had never had before, and it was so good. You guys would have seen that in my Bogota video, where it's like that potato and chicken soup that had like a stalk of corn in it and came with a side of rice and avocado. Oh, that was so good. I wish I could find that in Canada. I don't know, maybe I can, but I had never seen it before, so that's definitely one of my favorite foods. Thank you guys for the super chat. Oh, let's see here. All right, let me flip the camera here. So this is the entrance to the walled city. Got a bunch of police there taking pictures with people. That's cool. Looks like there's going to be some kind of performance here tonight. And I'll just pan up here to give you guys a shot of the clock tower. And they have those things which are basically like orange lemonade stand with like a whole bunch of ice, super refreshing. There's one with lime, also super good. And it costs usually about $1, about like 4,000 Colombian pesos is about $1 American dollar. So that's approximately what I've been paying for that. Oh, there's some kind of performance going on, or I don't know what's going on here. Oh, just want to say a quick thank you to Roger Jackson. Thank you for the super chat. Feliz Navidad from you to Alina. We enjoy your videos very much. Be safe. Thank you so much, Roger. That's so sweet of you. Merry Christmas to you. Oh, this is cool. No, thank you. Thank you. I don't even know what's going on here. Some kind of game? Oh, I think it's like for kids or something. Oh, this is cool. This is like art and day stuff. This was not here earlier when I was here. Very cool. I'll give you guys a little pan. And this is just the start of the walled city, guys. This is a huge area. I'm gonna give you a little tour, a little background about this area in just a second. But just want to say thank you to Gediminas for the super chat. Thank you very much. Alina, щасливого Різдва с Рождеством. Linksu Kalyeju. Oh, Merry Christmas. Yeah, thank you so much, Gedamina. Same to you. Thank you so much for your support as always. But okay, guys, so I'm gonna give you a view of the official founder of this city, as it's known as Cartagena, which is Pedro de Heredia, and he was a Spanish commander in the Spanish army that found this area of land, which at the time was an abandoned, village basically by the indigenous people that were here, and he brought over a whole bunch of sailors from Spain, from the city of Cartagena in Spain, and that is why the city actually got the name Cartagena de Indias, because a lot of the people came over from Cartagena in Spain. So he was the founder of this city. And what's interesting is, I don't know how many years after it was officially founded, but this city actually became a very rich place that lots of people wanted to invade and take the riches from for two different reasons. The first one is that people found sunken ships in the area that had, in today's currency, apparently billions of dollars. Like, they literally found, like, I don't know, treasure chests or whatever the heck they put, wealth in back then in ships or whatever, gold coins, whatever. They found that on the outskirts of the city that was worth billions. So that, first of all, enriched the city like crazy. And then second of all, the very sad part of how this city became very wealthy is that it became the largest slave port in the Americas. The Spanish initially enslaved some of the indigenous people that were in this area, and then they started bringing people over from Africa, and then people were literally like traded like commodities in these city squares. So obviously a very sickening and dark history, but it was because of those two factors that Cartagena gained a lot of wealth, and they ended up building this 7-mile radius wall around the main part of the city with like cannons and all that kind of stuff that I'll show you guys later, because they were scared of invaders, coming to take their wealth, also pirates, and that is how they defended the city. So that's just a little bit of background of around the 16th and 17th century of Cartagena. FYI. I think I missed a super chat here from SFC Paul Fowl. Thank you so much for the super chat, greatly appreciated. Very happy holidays to you. So let me just flip the camera here, guys. Things are definitely getting more lively here in the city. Kind of towards the evening, you will find that a lot more people come into the walled city, because it is really hot to just walk around here during the day, to be honest, without any kind of coverage. But what we're going to do, I came here earlier and was thinking of like, okay, I gotta plan out my route, which street I'm going to go to end up to the place that I want to end my stream on, and I failed. Like, to be honest, I still get lost in the streets here because they're not perfectly linear, like things just zig and zag here. So I've just decided that we're just gonna go with it. Like, if we get lost, we get lost. I will find my way eventually, but there's really no point in me trying to plan ahead in figuring out this city, because this whole area is like very winding sort of streets. So let's just hope for the best, so to say. So let's just go straight. Let's begin with that. Oh, we already got 400 people in here. Fantastic. Oh, I'm actually shocked that not that many people have come up to me asking if I want something. That's one thing that I will say about Cartagena here, is there's like so many people constantly selling whatever, and they come up to you every few minutes. But I'm shocked actually that more people haven't come up to me as soon as I came in here, which is nice. Oh yeah, good point from Daniel Brenner. Totally has a New Orleans feel with the balconies. Yeah, I mean, I've only seen pictures of New Orleans, but you're right with kind of like what I see Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Looks like the streets actually do have a similar sort of feel. Though I guess, I mean, like, would you call this like a colonial style of architecture? Because since I think New Orleans kind of has that same similar style. Any people who actually know anything about architecture, let me know if I'm correct in making that correlation. Oh, this is a cool street. Love that. All right, so this is one of the most famous churches in the city. Somebody's learning how to ride a scooter. Let's just read what it says here. This is Plaza de la Proclamacion. It is located in front of the Casa del Cabildo of the side facade of the Cathedral of Cartagena. It has witnessed proclamations and speeches issued from the House of Cabildo, also the great religious celebrations that have taken place in the cathedral since its founding. And it was the place where on November 11th, 1811, the people gathered to endorse the Declaration of Independence. Okay, so I assume when Colombia got its independence. Nowadays, all kinds of cultural activities are performed in it. Very cool. Just in the last few days, it was like there was almost like a wedding here every single day. It's a bit of an unusual looking church in my mind. Like the main religion here in Colombia is Roman Catholic, and obviously this old like stone kind of church is quite different from the usual like Roman Catholic churches that you'll see, so very interesting. Let's go over here. Ziad asks, what has been better so far, Cartagena or Bogota? Gosh, you know, it's hard to say. There's things that I like about Bogota and there's things that I like, you know, about Cartagena. But if I had to choose, I probably would say Cartagena. Not only because of the fact that it's so much warmer, like I was actually getting cold in Bogota with the limited, you know, warm clothes that I had. Let me just take you guys in the park real quick here. But I also like Cartagena because, yeah, I feel much more like relaxed and, you know, not so worried about safety. With Bogota, you know, it was only a few specific areas that I felt I could really be in and like fully relax. I mean, you know, maybe there's some areas that I missed, but Cartagena for me is much more, you know, tourist friendly, much more laid back. People just seem really happy overall. And, you know, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do in this city, even though it's smaller than Bogota. And you are so close to, like, beautiful islands and, you know, other nature kind of things that you can do in the area. So I would say between the two, Cartagena would be my favorite. Yeah, Plaza Boulevard. Thank you, Chris. Yes. I believe the guy on the horse is Simon Boulevard, right? It's the same as like the plaza in Bogota, if I'm not mistaken. The police are like wearing like capes. That's interesting. I'll give you guys a view here from the one side. Very cool. Thank you so much to Brianna B. Thank you so much for coming out, lovely. Hello, Alina. Lovely architecture and very colorful surroundings. Thanks for sharing this. My pleasure, lovely. I hope you're doing good. Very happy holidays and upcoming wonderful new year to you. Hope you're doing great. Andre says security in Cartagena, especially around the old city, is safer than some places in the US. Yeah, you know, it's true. Like, that's the thing. Like, in Bogota too, like in the downtown core, you would, you know, have police like everywhere. So, you know, it does help a person, you know, feel safe. I think somebody would be really silly to perform a crime when there's literally like police on every block. So I think it does help, you know, to have, you know, them peacefully patrolling. Like, you know, they're not coming up and, you know, being shady or anything like that. I think they're doing their job really well. So I felt very safe in Cartagena, to be honest. Thank you so much to Marco Wolf for the super chat. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas and many beautiful moments in Colombia. Be safe. Thank you so much, Marco. Same to you. And thank you so much for all of your support. You come up to so many of my live streams, so thank you. So many of you guys are here for basically every single one. It's so greatly appreciated. Oh, see, I'm in a shower of my own sweat. Let me just flip it here. All right. Okay, so I think we should go down this street over here first. We will actually come back kind of through this area. It's really hard to, like, you know, cover every street without kind of backtracking, because like I said, it's not a perfect grid system by any means. So we're just gonna intuitively go where I think we should. Whew. I actually went to a really cool restaurant yesterday where it was kind of like fusion Colombian food. I'll post pictures of it on Instagram later today. But they had coconut ceviche, which was so good. Like white fish marinated literally in a... No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, Lord. No, thank you.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, okay. All right. This guy is very set on rapping for us, but he kind of gave me weird vibes, so we're just gonna keep walking. Oh, thank you to Jim Sesner. You are amazing. Thank you so much, Jim. Very sweet of you to say. Thank you for the super chat. You guys are so kind, so kind. Let me flip here. Really like this street. But yeah, I went to this restaurant. It was called Alma. It was like kind of one of the fanciest and like best rated in the city because I wanted to film it for my video. And oh, it was really good. And it actually wasn't as expensive as I thought it might be, you know, for like one of the higher end restaurants here. Like I got kind of 2 appetizers and a few drinks, and it was only about like 35 American, so quite reasonable for a super fancy place, but like super inventive food. So just wanted to throw that out there if anybody currently is in Cartagena and looking for a great restaurant recommendation. Alma was awesome. Oh, thank you to Emily Koss. Thank you so much, lovely. New viewer here, loving your channel so far. I'm going to Ecuador January and then Colombia in February. Very cool, girl. I'm sure you're gonna have a great time because I heard very good things about Ecuador, and you know, with COVID still, you know, going on, there is far less people, you know, visiting these destinations. So you will, you know, have it more to yourself than you would in other times. And as a fellow female traveler, I think these places are actually safer than you know, people kind of make it out to be. So I hope you have a fantastic time. Thank you for the donation, and thank you for subscribing. Greatly appreciated. Let me just flip here. This restaurant actually looks really cool. So many places on this street. You can get a fresh coconut if you're feeling parched. Where do I want to go? Actually, let's go down this street over here. Lots of good fashion stores, by the way, as well. Like if you're, you know, looking to buy a new bathing suit or like new summer dress, just wait till you get here. Like the shops here for fashion in the walled city are fantastic, and prices are overall very reasonable. So that's another nice thing about this area. Lots of like really cool boutique shopping kind of opportunities. A lot of Colombian designers, which is really awesome to see. Global Nico asks, what's the best drink you've had in Colombia? It's a hard question. The lulo was good. That fruit that we definitely don't have in North America. It kind of looks sort of like a tomato, to be honest, but it's like quite sweet once they make it into a juice. So that was a pretty good, tasty drink. But I also really like the aqua panela, I think it's called, which is like the warm sugarcane juice that I had in Bogota. And also they have really good like natural lemonade drinks here. And there's like a coconut one that I had that was just phenomenal. I love everything coconut basically, and that's definitely a favorite that I haven't seen in other countries. So that would be my answer to those questions. Actually, I don't know if I've been down this street. Somehow I don't remember this. Or actually, no, I think I do know where we are. That restaurant that I was telling you guys about, I think is just on this corner. We'll see. We'll see if my memory serves me well. I'm actually the kind of person where I don't really remember street names, and that's not how I, you know, coordinate myself usually. Unless it's in Toronto. In Toronto, I remember street names because I've been there for so long. But everywhere else, when I'm only somewhere for a week, I almost remember everything just by like the visual memory, just how things look. And that's kind of how I remember my way around cities. So yeah, my memory is correct. That is where Alma is. That's the restaurant that I went to. It is absolutely beautiful. And it's a part of a hotel as well. Yeah, see, like this whole part is like a really nice 4 or 5 star hotel. And then Alma is like the main restaurant that they have here. And they also have a really beautiful bar. So definitely would recommend checking this place out. Oh, thank you so much to Martin B. Thanks, Alina. Enjoying learning about Cartagena, beautiful city. I'm so glad you are loving it. It is such a wonderful city, like much better, to be honest. I'm gonna sit down here for a second in the shade just to cool down for a quick minute. It's interesting because I had a friend who I met in Bogota who has been traveling around the country as well, and he didn't like Cartagena. He said it was like super touristy and like nothing that, you know, unique about it. And I don't know, actually, I actually didn't ask him if he was just staying in Boca Grande, because I'd agree with him if he was just staying in that area. But I think as touristy as the walled city is, it's still a very beautiful, like unique place. It has a lot to offer, and I've been loving my time here. So I don't know, maybe some people just don't like it for whatever reason or had a bad experience, but I really like it. So I don't know. But thank you so much to Martin B for the super chat. Greatly appreciated. Hello from Saskatchewan, from North Saskatchewan, where we have a balmy minus 18 Celsius right now. Yes, balmy would be the word. Thank you so much. Neil asks Alina, which is more hot, humid, do you think, Bangkok or Cartagena? Bangkok. Like, this is, you know, bad, you could say, but I was like dying in Bangkok because it was already like April and May by the time I got there, so it was the worst, you know, season for the heat and humidity. So Bangkok was like unbearable towards the end of when I was there. I wouldn't even consider doing a live stream there because there you had to wear a mask when you were outside, or people would like look at you like you're the devil or something. So there was no way I could do a live stream from Bangkok in that heat in a mask. No, Bangkok humidity was way, way, way worse. This is hot, but it's still like bearable, you could say. All right, friends, I've cooled down a little bit. Let me flip the camera. I just realized that there's a Juan Valdez Cafe here. It's a Colombian coffee chain, but a really good chain actually. I didn't know that they were attached. Very cool. Okay, let's, I don't think we'll go down here because this basically, yeah, this leads out to the wall. We don't want to go there yet. We're gonna keep exploring the inside part of the city. Let's go this way and see what we can find. Ladies coming from the beach, it looks like. Actually, funny story that I'll tell you guys about right now. So, the other day I got some new bikinis. Well, I was looking to get some new bikinis. Let me actually start there. So I'm going into all, you know, these shops, looking to try stuff on, and it's all so tiny. It's all like such little amounts of fabric, not only, you know, for the front, but in the back. And I'm just not used to, like, you know, showing so much skin. So I'm like asking the sales assistants, like, do you have a large size, you know, something with a bit, you know, more coverage or something like that? She's like, these are our large sizes. So like I literally bought all my bathing suits in large. In Canada, I'm like a small. And it's still like, you know, it's pretty revealing, like especially my ass. Like my ass is just like hanging out of these suits. And I'm like, okay, I'm obviously not gonna find anything, you know, that seems to cover more than this. So I'm just gonna have to get, you know, comfortable with it, I guess. And it was interesting because I went on the beach wearing one of these like skimpy bathing suits, and nobody really like, nobody was weird, nobody was staring. Like a couple guys, you know, I think cat called me, but like nothing too bad in the realm of women being, you know, verbally harassed or whatever on the beach. It was really not that bad, and nobody really batted an eye because everybody is so skimpily dressed here. So it was interesting, where I'm sure if I wore this kind of stuff in Canada, like, oh my God, people would be like, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, you know, kind of thing. But here, you can basically, you know, wear next to nothing, and nobody's really gonna say anything. And just keep in mind that, yeah, if you are planning on like buying, you know, any kind of swimwear, especially here, it is tiny. So like if you want more coverage, this is not the place to try and buy a bathing suit. But they are really nice bathing suits. Like I would recommend buying them here. You just gotta be real comfy and your body being basically naked. So that was my story for you guys. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera here. Actually, I don't know if I've been down this street. I feel like I have walked down most of the streets in the walled city, but sometimes, you know, you just miss one turn and you kind of miss a whole section or whatever, because you can only enter it from a certain part. So it really is a fairly large area, the walled city. Ooh. Whoever has their air conditioning blasting from the open doors, I love you right now. Got some more fruit sellers here. Éxito is a grocery store, local grocery store. Where to go? I think let's go this way, because I know there is one street, I think it is back that way, that leads to kind of, you know, out of the touristy area that I went to earlier today, and I would not feel comfortable vlogging there as much as I do in the walled city. So let's just go down this slightly quieter part that I know is still definitely in the tourist vicinity. Oh wow, almost 500 people in here now. That is exciting. Thank you all so much for coming out. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna mention this in the video that I do on Cartagena, but some of you may know, this is so beautiful. I have no idea where I am though. I've definitely never been down here. Where should I go? Okay, let's go down here, but then eventually we go that way. So Colombia on a whole is known for their emeralds. It's supposed to have like, you know, bigger abundance than most countries for emerald mining. So that's why here in the different big cities of Colombia, you can find a lot of emerald stores, and for a much more reasonable price that you probably pay in North America for, you know, natural emeralds. So I go to this shop that was a part of like my free walking tour a few days ago, and I'm looking at the rings, because the kind that I want is like a real gold ring with a little emerald in it, and the prices are like $2,000 US on the ring. And I was like, I'm no emerald expert, but I know that's like super overpriced. So the guy's obviously really trying to sell me it, and is like, what is your budget? And I'm like $300. Like, I know, a real gold ring for $300, you know, don't laugh at me. I was just saying, in a perfect world, that's what I'd like to pay. But all of a sudden, this gold ring that had that was for $2,000 or so, it's marked that way, he's like, we could do it for $375. And I was like, from $2,000 magically it's $375. So you are like marking the shit out of these, you know, rings, because the stone itself wasn't that big. So I could still be overpaying for $375. I don't know, you know, what exactly each stone is worth, but just be careful. Like if you are, you know, coming here and looking for a more big ticket item, it might be worthwhile to go to a few different places, or, you know, learn some more about emeralds before you buy them, you know, what to watch out for, because I definitely was a little taken aback that they have, you know, the ticketed price so obscenely high, and then they tell you they can do it for so much less. So just watch out for that. Oh, I'm sweltering. Okay, let's go to the end here. I didn't want to hit the wall just yet, but we can then go down one of the other streets, because how I want to end off. Hello. Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to end off this vlog on a beautiful, you know, view from the top of the wall, but don't think it'll be sunset quite yet. But I don't want to go up there just yet, so we'll just like go around and go down one of the other streets. But I've never been to this part. Yeah, I think we go down here. Yeah, let's go this way. Actually, what? I'm really trying to figure where I am right now. Alright guys, I'm just trying to figure out a couple things here, just bear with me. Whoa, no, my hat blew off. I was actually on the fence of whether I should wear my hat because, you know, you don't need it when the sun goes down, but when the sun is out, oh, it helps so much to have a hat. You can easily get sunstroke if you're walking around all day without anything to protect your head. Oh my goodness, is my friend Ryan Hildebrand here? Ryan Cheek, I don't see your message, but somebody said you are here. I assume you guys are referring to my friend Ryan. Ryan, if you're here, hello. Alright, no, I don't see Ryan's comment. Anywho, I don't know what this is. I have never been here before, but it is beautiful. Or is this the mall? I heard that there was a mall in this area. This looks absolutely beautiful. I should pop in here later. Beautiful. All right, let's go back into the walled city here. Oh, there's Ryan. Hello. ¿Cómo estás? Ryan actually knows probably way more Spanish than I do. Well, no, not probably, for sure knows more Spanish than I do. His parents spent a lot of time in Mexico, and he would go visit them. Hi. So Ryan actually could be my Spanish teacher at this point in time. Ooh, this looks like a cool place. Is this a restaurant? Conde, Cartagena, Cocina 100% Cartagena, so 100% kitchen of Cartagena. Very cool. It's supposed to be one of the best restaurants here. Okay, awesome. Beautiful. Well, guys, see, we are exploring new places together. I have never been here before. I thought I walked around the old city fairly well, but I have definitely never been to these particular streets before. It is a really big city, like even just like the walled city part, it's really big. It's not just like, you know, a couple of streets or something. You genuinely can get lost in here. Oh, and is my mom here? Привет! I'm so excited to have all my loved ones here. My dad said he's supposed to come too, so hello to my mom and my dad if he is here. My mom says, твоя мама тоже здесь. Смотрю эфир. Спасибо, мамочка. Очень приятно. Oh, my dad's here. Oh my goodness, the gang's all here. It's actually funny where I have a group chat of my mom, my dad, and Ryan on Facebook Messenger, and I always send them like my whereabouts, you know, where I am, where I'm going, just so, you know, they have those details if anything weird should come up or whatever. So they're like my emergency contacts back in Canada. So hello to all of you guys. Don't want to get in anybody's picture. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Mang Ran X. Здравый, здравый желаю от Хьюстона. Из Хьюстона. Здравствуйте. Спасибо вам большое. Very cool. Oh, did I miss Shigeru? Oh my goodness. My friend who is here in very early morning from Japan. Thank you so much, Shigeru. Sorry, I almost missed your super chat. Hello, Alina. I already got up and have been watching your live stream. Be safe and have fun from Tokyo. Thank you so much for coming out, Shigeru. I'm always making you stay up late or get up early, so thank you so much for coming out here to the live stream. Hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day. All right, friends, let me flip here. Gosh, all new. This is all new. Genuinely have not been here before, but I love it. Like, this almost feels like a bit quieter part of the walled city. Restaurant San Diego. Aw, thank you so much to Raphael. Watching with my girlfriend Tamila here. Love your channel. Thank you guys so much. Hope you're doing good. Ooh, very cool. Hotel Santa Clara. I remember going to Santa Clara in Cuba. That's actually a really cool city as well. That's a really nice store. All right. Oh, speaking of Cuba, there's literally a bar over there that says Cuba something. Has actually anybody been to Cuba in the last while? It made me so sad to see some of the issues that they were having, like during COVID, and like so many issues with the government just not treating the people right. I went to Cuba probably 6 or 7 years ago, if not more. Had a really lovely time. Would definitely go back. Okay, so since I have no idea where I am, I'm just gonna bet. Oh, is that a Canadian flag? Is that, well, it's a very improperly sized with the maple leaf Canadian flag, but y'all, a little beacon of home right there. What is that? Why would there be a Canadian flag? Well, let's take a look here. An adventure like no other. And Colombia, Canada, and France. What could this be? Hotel 3 Banderas. Huh. Maybe the people here, I don't know, have some kind of Canadian background? That's my best guess. I don't know. It's kind of random, but that's exciting. Nice little taste of home. Actually, speaking of Canadian flags, I was walking down Carrera 7 in Bogota, and I see a Canadian flag, and I was like, is that, the Canadian consulate or something like that? And it was the Four Seasons Hotel, which, is a Canadian chain. So yeah, I was really surprised to not only see a Four Seasons in Bogota there as well. So second Canadian flag that I have seen here in Colombia. I like this building with the white and blue dotted. Very pretty street. There's so many good restaurants here, guys. Like, honestly, if you're a foodie, I mean, Bogota had really good restaurants as well, to be fair, but I almost feel like in Cartagena, it's so much more condensed, you know, and because the walled city probably would be the best place to go for, you know, a wide variety of restaurants. It's like every single block, there's just fantastic restaurants everywhere. So if you just wanted to like be in one place, not have to walk too far to get good food, like come to Cartagena and stay in the walled city. Like you will not be disappointed. Like look, Italian gelato right there. Like there's everything you could possibly want, and all kinds of different cuisines as well. It's not, you know, just Colombian food or something. There's literally every kind of food here somewhere. Very beautiful little church. I don't know what that is. Okay. I feel called to go down here, maybe. Let's see. Ristorante Pizzeria. Oh, I think I remember walking past this place once. Still don't know for sure. I don't know where I've been and where I haven't been. This place looks epic. Bastion Luxury Hotel, World Luxury Hotel Awards, Condé Nast winner as well. Well, if anybody wants to, maybe Bastion, let me know if you want me to review your hotel. Would love to. I actually should do that. I know everybody says that I should actually like reach out to more hotels for sponsorships, and you know, I probably shouldn't, is what I'm trying to say. It's just it can take so long, you know, to really like write all the different emails, you know, explaining why you'd like a free stay, basically pitch yourself, you know, as a content creator. But the other reason is that like I don't want to just constantly have my content be all hotel reviews, right? You know, I don't think I'm that kind of channel, but once in a while it would be really nice to like have a collaboration with a super nice, fancy or unique sort of hotel. So I should probably do more of that. Here's another place that looks super fancy. Indian Mastiff asks, is there any historical things to see in the walled city or just shops and eateries? There's a whole bunch of museums, if that's something of interest to you. Whole bunch of like historical ones, or I know there's like a naval museum as well. So if you're kind of like a history buff, that would be another thing. I think there are some like dance class kind of places, like if you want to learn salsa or any of the other like specific to this area kind of dancing styles. I heard that there are also dancing schools here, so that would be very cool. Lots of like, you know, live music venues, things like that. What else? Art galleries, obviously, maybe not as much as like Gethsemane, but that would also be an option. You can take a ride in a horse carriage. That's another option. Andres Medina asks, are you going to San Felipe Castle? Is very famous. So I only found out about that literally yesterday. And yesterday I already had like a full day of filming of what I already initially planned to film. And then, oh, people dancing. And then today I had stuff I had to do in the morning and then this in the afternoon. So sadly, I don't think I'm going to make it to the castle like right now, but I have to come back to Cartagena after the Rosario Islands for a day. So I was thinking that maybe then when I come back to Cartagena for a night, maybe during the afternoon, if it's still open, I'll make a trip down there, because yeah, that's a really really famous thing in the city that somehow I just did not hear about until yesterday. So that's to answer that question. Let's go this way. Sun's finally. Charlie Hill, you look like you need some ice water. Yes, I do. That would be fantastic. I'm sure there's going to be some guy screaming agua once we get up by the wall. Maybe I'll grab one when I get there. Oh wow, we've actually been going for an hour and 20 minutes now. I actually didn't think it had been that long already. I have a 20 gigabyte data package, you know, for the 30 days that I'm first here, and I've already used 10, which is okay, I guess. This live stream will probably add another 2 gigabytes, so I'm gonna have basically 8 gigabytes until the end of the month, which, as long as my Wi-Fi is good on the islands that I'm going to, I think it should be okay. But the packages here are definitely more expensive than Eastern Europe. Here I'm paying about 30, 35 Canadian, I guess 25, 30 American for a 20 gigabyte unlimited talk and text kind of package. In Ukraine, something like this would cost, obviously still way better than Canadian prices, don't get me wrong. Oh wow, look at this. This is cool. Very unique hotel. Huh. Ooh, another gelateria. Lovely. For leather lovers. Not in this weather, I will say that. Oh, wouldn't that be the worst possible thing you could wear? Wearing leather pants and a leather jacket right now would be like hell. That would be hell to wear right now. Oh. I don't know how they actually have that business survive when I think most of the time Cartagena is quite hot. Interesting business choice. Oh, I was gonna just say on the mobile plans or whatever. Still obviously very reasonably priced compared to Canada. And from what the locals told me, Claro is the best provider to go with. They're supposed to have the most coverage throughout the country if you plan on, going to a lot of different places, because some apparently don't, have as strong of a signal as others. So that is what I went with, and it has been fairly good. Let's see here. Beautiful. One after the other. All right, guys, you know what? We are going to head towards the wall and actually climb it. And I think in the next 15 minutes or so, I probably will end the stream. So if you have, any questions or anything, please ask them in the next little while. Yeah, Indian Mystique. I notice most people don't wear shorts but jeans in such hot weather. I find that surprising too, to be honest. Like in this kind of weather, I'm already like sweating in, very light clothes. I don't know how you could wear so many layers and not just be drenched and not feeling super uncomfortable. Men trying to pose, always entertaining. I don't know how people can wear like so many layers and be fine in this kind of weather. Unless you're wearing very light like linen and it covers your whole body, that would be the most ideal. But how people wear like jeans and heavier fabrics that cover your body, and they feel fine. I don't know how that's okay. And for reference, because I think I saw somebody ask the question for what is the temperature. So during the day, I found it's about 32. I don't know what the humidity rating is. And then during the night, it doesn't fall that much, but maybe about 25 degrees, I think on average is what it's been while I've been here. So very nice. Like it's a nice temperature. It's a bit hot during the day, but honestly, after, you know, Canada in December time when it's like -20, -30, I'm fine with +30. I'd much rather sweat this amount than freeze that amount. So yeah. Ooh. We got the Teatro Heredia. Interesting. Yeah, actually we ended up right in the area of the wall that I was hoping for. Perfection. Is the wind super strong, guys? See, I'm not wearing the headphones like I was before, so I don't know how the wind affects the sound. Let me know if the sound is all right. Oh, I don't know what this guy's doing. Okay, he's gone this way. All right, we're gonna get on the wall. Oh, it says yes, windy. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's hard. There's no like easy plug-in external speaker for iPhone right now that I could find. It's usually just like those little clip-on ones and stuff. Maybe I'll have to try that, but I haven't found any other options that would be good. So look at this, guys. We got the Caribbean Sea. It's a big road that goes all around. So let's walk up on the wall for a little bit. Then we have to go down again, and then we'll go up again for the final place that I wanted to show you guys. But it's cool because you can really walk around the perimeter of the walled city and get a beautiful, slightly higher up sort of view. And if you're a runner, there's a whole bunch of people in the mornings that run like right by the edge of the water, so I think that's really cool too. I wish I actually would have had more time to do that while I've been here, because I like having like uninterrupted kind of areas to run that are also super scenic, and so this would be really perfect. Alive Pixel asks, are you planning on staying in Cartagena or heading to Minca, Lost City, Taganga? I don't know what the last two are, but yes, I'm going to Minca basically the beginning part of January, but I'm leaving Cartagena tomorrow. I'm going to the Rosario Islands tomorrow, which is super exciting. I'm very, psyched to go there because it's supposed to be some of the best beaches in the country. That's where I'll be spending Christmas, staying at a really unique kind of resort. So yeah, I don't have much time left in Cartagena, and then after the Rosario Islands I will just be coming back here for one night before I board a bus to Santa Marta. So that is what I am doing. Alright, let's head down here, guys. I can't look at the screen as I watch where I put my feet and not fall down these stairs. Alright, so we just have to go down again before we get to the secondary sort of part. Aw, thank you so much to Dave. Thank you very much for the kind super chat. Thanks for being you. Well, thank you so much, Dave. That is my pleasure. Hope you're doing good and have a very happy holiday season. Still, honestly, every single time I say that and I'm like sweltering, it feels a bit unnatural, right? It's like it does not feel like Christmas, or at least Christmas as I know it at this point in time in this kind of weather. Feels a bit unnatural, but nice. It's nice. I actually don't know what I'm going to do for Christmas, in all honesty. I'm hoping that I'll make some new friends at this like resort that I'm staying at, because technically I'm staying in a hostel room. I wanted to book my own room at this place. They have both like private rooms and hostel rooms in it, but it was completely booked up. Like I booked more than a month in advance, and yeah, totally booked up. So I was like, you know what? Let's be social. A rarity for me. Let's be social, stay in a hostel, and also obviously I'm gonna save some money instead of getting my own private room. Sweet. So friends, and I guess I'll be spending Christmas with whoever's there. But for the actual day, I don't know, other than like calling my family and friends. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Go lay on the beach, have a pina colada. That's all I got planned so far. All right, let's climb up this part of the wall. Oh, it might be windy up here, guys. I'm sorry to say. Kind of hard to avoid the wind up here. But the view is worth it. The view is worth it. Aw. Thank you so much for the super chat. I can't see the last name, but just Greg Y, it says. Greg, thank you so much for the super chat. Very kind of you. Very generous of you. Thank you. Very happy holidays to you. Oh, I was about to say, did the wind go away? No, it did not. Sad. So check this out, guys. Very cool little Mexican bar up there. And here we are on top of the city, the walled city of Cartagena. And right in front of us, you will see a very long line, maybe once we're a little bit closer, to one of the most popular cafes that you can find very close to the wall, Cafe Del Mar. And they have like a whole patio right there where you get a beautiful view of the sunset, because see, the sun will set right here, so they have the most perfect view. So if you're looking for the place to watch the sunset in the city, this would be the place to go. Very romantic city, by the way, as well. I will say, I was not expecting that this city just kind of has this very like honeymoon, you know, kind of vibe to it. But there's a whole bunch of people that I've seen like getting married here, like taking couples pictures, and I'm not surprised, because it just has like this very aesthetic, you know, very pretty look to it everywhere you go. So if you're looking, you know, for a romantic getaway, I would actually say that Cartagena would be like an awesome option. Lots of really great places to go for dates. Aw, thank you so much. Did I miss 2 super chats? I hope not. Thank you, miss, so much to Mr. JB. Love from Moon. Thank you. Hope you're doing all right up there on the moon. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's cute. Yeah, Gardner Elliott says many people here in Colombia choose Cartagena for their honeymoon. Yeah, that totally makes sense. This would be a really, really lovely location for that. But see, here's the patio for Cafe Del Mar. But like, yeah, get here early, because look at that line. Super popular. So let me just get to to the other side of this wall part, and that is where we will end off our live stream for today. I don't know if I'm speaking too soon. I hope I'm not, but I still have my phone, guys. I hope I still have a phone by the end of this trip. I do not want to have it stolen or lost or anything, so I'm very grateful to almost be finished my first official live stream from Colombia, and I still have a phone. I got to show you guys the city because so many people told me like that would just not be an option for me. I can't tell you how many people really discouraged I do live streaming specifically. Like most people said, okay, it's fine, you know, use your little Osmo Pocket and a, you know, my DJI action camera, because it's not as much of a, you know, target that they'd choose as much as like, you know, a phone. But, you know, if you're just aware of your surroundings, I think you're actually more okay than they let on. Like, of course, anything can happen, but I am just grateful to still have a phone. How exciting. Oh yeah, this is actually going to be perfect because I'll give you guys a view of Boca Grande, the beach area I was telling you guys about. Let's go across the bridge here. Andre says, lol, Alina, relax, you're not in the Congo. Well, see, my thoughts exactly, guys. I don't know. People were making me feel like I was going to the frickin' Congo, and I'm like, Colombia is not that bad. Oh, we got a photo shoot going on here. Very cool. Yeah, it's like, sure, Colombia is not Japan, you know, it's not super safe, but at the same time, it's not, you know, a war zone or something like that. Like, it actually is a fairly tourist-friendly destination from my impression so far. You know, the certain main cities anyway. You have to take extra precautions, but I think it is overblown as some place that you gotta like constantly be on your guard in. So we got the big cannons here. Oh boy, somebody's unhappy. Oh, yeah, sure, I'll show you guys from here. So you see this whole area with the skyscrapers. Basically, that's like a split of land where you will find all the main public beaches in Cartagena. Basically, you have to like keep walking down this highway road and it loops all the way around there. You can obviously take a taxi, but I actually walked it. It took about 30 minutes to get there. And the beaches are fairly nice. Like, they're not as nice as the ones on the Rosario Islands look. The water's a little bit cloudier here, but it was still like really nice. The water was really warm, so it's nice to have that so close to the city. So that is Boca Grande. Oh, I think I missed a super chat from Mercia Tot. Thank you so much, Mercia. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Thank you so much for the super chat. Very kind of you. I don't think I missed any others, did I? No. Okay, great. Fantastic. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end it off here because the wind is kind of picking up. Children are screaming. While this is still a success and I still have my phone, let's just, you know, go home while the night is still young. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I greatly enjoyed showing you around Cartagena. I think this is a super cool city, greatly underrated. And honestly, if I would have known, you know, how much I was gonna enjoy my time here, I probably would have stayed here a full week. Like, I stayed here about 5 nights, but I think it would have been more perfect for me to stay like an extra 2 days, because then I would have seen the castle and just had a bit more time to relax and stuff, because the majority has honestly been, you know, work stuff and getting content and everything. So, you know, I would say stay a whole week here. There's plenty to see and do. So I hope you guys will check out this amazing city sometime. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I am going to try and live stream on the 26th on Boxing Day from the Rosario Islands if my connection is good and if I have enough data. So if you're free for Boxing Day, I will have a post up a few days prior confirming the time, but hopefully we can make that happen. I'm sending you guys so much love. Hope you're having a fantastic day, night, afternoon, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one.